We don't know what's going on, but there's Cobra fever going on.
Alright, this is Alex Suarez, the bassist of Cobra Starship.
Oh yeah.
And this is before the show interview.
Great.
Alright, so we're just going to go right down to it. I've been reading online that kids are saying that you're selling out because you're on MTV.
Right.
What do you think about that?
It's interesting, you know, a lot of our fans got really upset that we were on MTV, saying that we're selling out and stuff like that. But I mean, from what I've heard, because I was talking to people, I was like, why are you so bummed out that we're on MTV? Wouldn't you be happy for us, you know?
Yeah.
And they're like, well, you know, I want to keep you all to myself, you know?
Yeah.
It's like a selfish thing, but it's like the most flattering kind of greediness somebody could offer, you know? So it's kind of awesome. It kind of sucks they're bummed out, but that's another reason why we booked this tour the way we did.
Yeah.
We tried booking really small venues so that we could at least, you know, I mean, if things continue to go the way they are, we'll probably do another tour, and like it'll be at much larger venues and it won't be as personal. But it's like, you know, we want to be able to do a tour where we can like, you know, book tiny rooms. Like, I mean, only like 6 shows I think had barricades because they got bumped up or whatever. But
yeah.
Majority of the shows haven't had barricades. Everybody's been like right there. We hang out with everybody afterwards and stuff like that. It's been really awesome, you know. And we just want to let people know that like we're not any different than we were. Because everybody's like, you guys are gonna change.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna become snobby and all this and that. We're like, nah, dude, chill out. Bank account doesn't say so. But go ahead.
All right. So you're on MTV because of pretty much the city is at war. Who came up with that idea with the pies and all that?
The video, well, we came up with that idea. We wanted to do something where like, yo, what if we're like total like zoot suit gangsters, like Dick Tracy, you know?
Yeah.
And we would go around and we kill people with super soakers, right?
Yeah. And
we thought that would be really funny, but kind of like serious at the same time, because we want to make this video like kind of serious, but have like a little bit of an edge to it. Then our director, Whitey McConaughey, approached us out of nowhere. I don't even know who told him we were making a video, because he does videos for all sorts of different kinds of other bands out on the West Coast. And he's like, yo, check it out. You guys are like these gangsters, dressed in all white. You guys are like, it looks like you're dealing like cocaine and heroin and stuff at the beginning or whatever with all these drugs and this and that. But then you're just making pies. And you're selling pies. You're selling them to gangsters. You're selling them to people. You're killing people with them. And like, we're like, genius. It's exactly what we wanted to do, but a better twist to it. And it was awesome. We had a good time with it. I never pied anybody before. It was sweet.
Your new album, it was made in, what was it, less than 20 days? Was it?
Well,
or recorded in less
it was
than 20
recorded
days.
in the studio in 21 days.
21 days.
Or 20 days, actually. It was 20 days.
And did you do that while you were on tour?
Well, here's the thing. So we wrote all the songs on tour. We decided to write a record on the Honda Civic tour. Patrick Stump was like, I want to produce it. We're like, that's awesome. Sweet. Like, what more could we ask for right now, you know? Yeah. So we just started writing songs. We came up with like 16, 17 songs. We handpicked the ones that we wanted out of that, let our management pick and everything. And we were like, sweet, let's do this. So we got home, and then we're like, great, you got 3 weeks. Put out a record because you're leaving for a road tour with the Academy. It's like the day after. So it was crazy. So we did it.
It was really stressful though, probably?
It wasn't too stressful. It was really fun. I've never been in a real studio before to record like a whole record, you know?
What did you do for your last record then?
The first record?
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't really part of that. I wasn't really a band yet, you know? I recorded bass on a couple songs, but it was like weird because it was like very digital.
Like
yeah, it wasn't like amps and stuff like, you know, we just like plugged in a bass with the software and it goes through all these effects and stuff like that. So I just sat in a room like this and just had a computer in it and I was like, this is cool, I guess, you know? But then this was like real deal, like live sound, live drums, live everything. Like,
I read somewhere that you wanted to be a cook.
A chef.
A chef?
And I was. Didn't want to be.
You were?
I did it, dude. That was it. I was doing that for 8 years.
Really?
I went to culinary school in West Palm Beach, Florida, and after that I moved to Orlando. Well, before that I was a banquet chef at a yacht club for like 2 years, which was awesome. I learned like everything I needed to learn there. Then I moved on, and then like, you know, I was like assistant kitchen manager in some restaurants, and then I became a sous chef at a different place. Then I started my own, so I owned a catering company with some friends of mine. I got offered to open up a restaurant in South Florida.
Oh, really?
And I was like, done, dude. So I moved down there. I quit my old band that I did for like 5, 6 years called Kite Flying Society, which is another one that just broke up. And I moved down there, and it all kind of didn't really happen. And I was like, I hate it down here because I already lived down there for like 8 years or 6 years or something like that. And I was like, I don't want to spend the rest of my life down here. Because when you open up a restaurant and you're like, excuse me, part owner, you're there like 80 hours a week. You know, and then you're just like, great. So you end up meeting a girl, or you get married, and you have kids, and then you get divorced because you're never home, and it's like, like 90% of chefs like get divorced. Like it's a proven fact.
That's not happy.
Yeah, it's terrible. So I was just like, this sucks, dude. I'm bouncing. So I got a job at Whole Foods, cashiering, which is like depressing.
You went from
I was like
head chef to
to cashier. I was just like, I'm just gonna get a job because I worked at Whole Foods a long time before that as a butcher.
Oh,
right? And so I knew like how the whole system worked there, and I was like, listen, it's a good company. At least I'll get a discount on groceries because I kind of hit rock bottom at this point. So I was like, I got a job at cashiering at Whole Foods. I transferred to New York, so I had a job when I got here. I ended up delivering groceries, and it was like really fun. So I did it for like 9 months, but I like made all this money. So what I wanted to do is that 9 months later, I was like, I'm gonna save up all this money so I don't have to work for 3 months. And it was awesome because I was just living in New York. I like budgeted out all my money really well, and I was able to hang out and stuff all the time because we started going to all those open bars because there's like an open bar every hour in New York. It's amazing. So it was awesome. It was great.
Do you ever cook for the guys?
Yeah, I've cooked for the guys a few times before. Ryland's a really picky eater. Gabe's vegetarian. I'm not. I cook for my girlfriend a lot when I'm home. When I'm home, like we go to like Trader Joe's or Whole Foods and I'll get some good food and like we'll make nice dinners every night. Eat like simple human beings.
So do you rather playing rock shows than being a chef?
Yes. It's awesome. I mean, it's two totally different worlds. I still have a huge passion for cooking and food. And like, I actually had a dream about cooking. I think it was last night or the night before. I just totally remember that. Anyways, that's really bizarre.
When did you learn to play bass?
I mean, I've been playing guitar for like 13 years. And when this band was originally formed, not that long ago, like a year and a half ago, Ryland and I were like a package deal. And there was a bass player in the band. I don't think anybody knows this. And
breaking news.
yeah, this is breaking news. I was supposed to play guitar, and Ryland was supposed to play guitar. And then I'm not really quite sure what happened. But then it was just like, well, we need a bass player. One of you guys can play guitar, and one of you guys needs to play bass. So Ryland and I were like, ding. And I was like, great, I lose, but I win.
Yeah.
2 less strings to worry about.
That is true.
Yeah, no, it's fun. I like playing bass actually, but I've never played bass in a band up until now. So I mean, I always played bass a little bit, you know, just like rhythm and like bass and stuff. But now it's like I have this whole new thing to do, and I have to become like a professional bass player, dude. And it's hard. It's not easy. It's easy to play bass, but it's hard to be a good bass player.
I'm gonna end on this. This girl Carolyn, she was trying to give us questions or whatever to ask you. And she wants to know who has the biggest ego in the band.
I really thought you were going somewhere else there for a second. I got really nervous.
Yeah.
Whew. I guess it's easy to say Gabe.
Since he's a lead, you can just put the blame on him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That works.
So there you go, Carolyn from.
I don't know.
Wherever you're from.
She's from Philly.
From
Philly.
From here.
Fantastic.
All right.
Excellent.
Thank you very much for
Thank
your
you.